all over the nations of the world. I want to welcome you to this broadcast. Sorry, I discovered that there was no audio in the other broadcasts. I didn't even notice that my brother Chukwemeka was actually signaling me to check the audio. But please, I want you to confirm to me now that the audio is better now. Please, I want you to confirm to me. I think there was a network issue that actually affected the whole concept of the broadcast, and I was just going on. I never knew that it was actually not coming out. Sorry, if, all the vital points I made actually, I was just talking to myself. But well, we still move. Today is the 15th of August 2022, and today marks a vital day in our history in this freedom fighting cause. Today is actually a very, very critical time, an important time, because it starts off a new course, a new dispensation of action along the line of our expectation as a people. And of course, we know that when it comes to things, especially things that involves, the of people and the freedom of a nation, there's always or an attack that is coming from the people who let the people to be free, because freedom is actually a bond, the one that is bound, the one who is in slavery. The bound wants the slave master doesn't want him to be free, and so he does everything in his keep him bound. That is why you see that the fight against Biafra from every corner is so that you begin to wonder that why is these people actually resisting using us from being free? You know why? Because they are using force against you. They want you to having the benefits of enjoying what belongs to you for free, taking advantage of you for free, and doing whatever because they are concerned about how much they can benefit from you without you. So for you to be free, you must also think about the kind of force that of the master, so that you can be free. Because if you are talking about freedom and you are thinking that freedom without exuding force, then you are actually stupid, unintelligent, and you're actually not ready for your freedom. That is why Mazin had to institute the concept of the new nation, of the new dimension. When he saw that Mazi Simon Ekpa was going off new dimension, he came publicly and declared it, that you must follow him dimension to this. Now, let me tell you what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu meant when he said bringing a new dimension into this. When it comes to the issue of freedom fighting, there are two sides to freedom fighting. One, there is the side of Satan. The side of agitation with the pro of talking about awareness, creating giving information and recognition, of which we do through the process of through the process of rallies and protests, of which we do in various kinds of protests and some boycotts we do. These are our agitating strategies. We are using passing a message to the international community, to the people around us, to tell them that yes, it's a side of freedom fighting that has to do with application of force that transcends agitation, because force is the action part of the freedom fighting, or that shows how resolved you are, and that shows how ready you are for this freedom. In the realm of agitation, it might be because you might be talking about it, you might be, telling people about it, you might be making noise that you are ready for the freedom. It is the kind of you can apply. That is why you see that the empires, when you see there's going to be an empire change, you see that there's always a kind of war that comes. Empire, the Assyrian Empire, there was a war, and the Assyrian Empire took over the Babylonian Empire to become the Babylonian Empire. The Medo-Persian Empire conquered the Babylonian Empire, the descendants of Nebuchadnezzar, to become an empire, and then conquered after the death of the king conquered one of the kings, and Alexander the Great conquered the Medo-Persian Empire and instituted the Grecian that was going to end. There was this conquest of the Roman Empire. The Grecian Empire. After the death of Alexander the Great, there was Syrian, and all this division led to the ability of the Romans to conquer. And so you can see that anytime you're going to prove that you are powerful or you're superior force, before America became the world power, they proved their potency, fights, and orders. There's no way you can receive your free force, order, and fight that you need and require. Comes by force. That is why when we kind of talked about the new deal, actually talking about the regrouping or the application or the force strategy of freedom fighting. Then of the force weapon, the weapon of force. The agitation is force, is what makes agitation effective. Because when you keep talking on the streets and carrying placards and wearing t-shirts, and when you tell people look beautiful and take selfies, and then you said you have protested. Yes, you have agitated, yes. And then you think that is going to give you freedom. Well, you are still in the realm of dreaming. That is why this task is very important. The beginning of the force was when Eastern Security Network. As soon as Eastern Security Network was instituted, activated the weapon of force. That is why Mazen said that the dragonfly is an evidence of our freedom, because it will not go down until. What that simply means is that anything we do going forth, as long as that dragon flag is we do going forth, is an instrument of force. That means we have agitated. We are now exuding the instrument of force for our freedom. So you were people who care to hear and who care to know that we are now in the real freedom fighting freedom and raise the dragon flag after the creation of the Eastern Security Network were armed, very armed, and of course means that you want to have what you have to get. And the first form of is to first go into the bush and take care of these marauders and killers, these terrorists who are disguising as herdsmen, who hold our forests, all aspects of Biafra land, to operate, killing our people, killing our women, killing our men, killing our children, killing us, and desolate, putting fear in us. And if you observe that killing tactics is very critical with knife, make everybody see it, and they make videos of it and they circulate it for you to see. so that when you see it, your spirit becomes weak. It's just like when the people, is it the Midianites now or so, when God was sending him to go and fight, he was afraid, and then God made him to go and listen, pray, because he saw the might, he saw the things that were going on, he saw their ways of fighting. These people were fierce, these people were dangerous, these people were different, their approach was something else. So he was afraid of the whole thing to go defeat us. They put fear, their actions put fear in the mind of Gideon and every or Israelite. But when God made Gideon to go into their camp to listen, he heard them talking about Gideon. He heard them talking about the hand of God coming against them. You know why? There's now a revelation of what he should know. Now, what you have to understand the enemies and the fears, the cutting of people's necks, and that is actually and put fear in you. Defeat this fear. We have to come to the point of there's something about us that we have, and that is the ability to put ourselves together. Now, 15th, which is today, thank God, today is also the day of all over Biafra land. People are sitting at home, and people are, both those freedom, they have to sit at home, who are fighting against Master Simon Ekpa and the IPOB, those ones who are fighting against it, those who have been sacked from the DOS, those ones who have been signed, e-frogs, jumping from one post to the other, making irritating comments and which cannot destroy anything. That is why they're called e-frogs, because if they are e-rats, they can destroy, they can't destroy anything, they just go and make noise. You know how frogs make noise? They jump on your post and make one irritating, make another irritating noise. That is what they can do as much as freedom fighting is, and that's what try to frustrate you from going on. But we know them, so we keep alive because they are not a threat to us. We are stronger. Our weapons sophisticated than them. They are operating on the template of the evils of the Fulani, of the people on the template of a dimensional procedure of force, utilization of force. So now, today is the 15th, and today I know that you can send videos, you can send on social media and all of that. We know it's part of the strategies. And today again, two weapons are in play today. Today, one weapon. The second weapon is also the weapon of force. The weapon of force, they are also exuding today and exercising today, and which every one of us are in and operating in. The second weapon is the weapon of form of giving order to the military, the Nigerian military, to leave our land, because they are killing our children, killing our people, killing our young, strong, able-bodied and resistance when they come to run, when they are Fulani men, they are Fulani foot soldiers on the land, and they want to destroy and kill the people who can fight them back. And so they use the military. You cannot do anything as long as they are military, as long as they represent the state. They want terrorists, the military, send them to our land, and then because they are wearing touching them, you will say, okay, this one's a Nigerian. So if you do anything now, you put that fear in you. So they carry out this impunity and this evil without resistance, destruction, because they are putting on the uniforms. So now we have given them the order. We know that they are Fulani in Nigeria, where terrorists, millions and thousands of them, have been recruited into a military of a country of cultures, traditions, people of different beliefs, and all of that. We should actually be careful about how we operate. But yet, the Fulanis are coming to the military. You know why? Because their tactics is to kill, to subjugate, and to now you know it by the concept of Sharia. Sharia law, I mean, Sharia law, of course, is the state, makes it a secular state at the same time. The Sharia state registered under the Islamic organization. So Nigeria is actually an Islamic nation, which, therefore, if anybody is not thinking right at this point in time. So these Fulani people now, they have their bushes and our lands, and the dragon flag have been raised. And now today is the deadline of August 2022, which is a Monday, agitating at the same time the day of our forceful application of the concept of the leader, Mazi Nnamdi, and being enforced under the by Mazi Samonepa. And so that's flag is on and is high, and that is why today's deadline movement and this freedom fight. At this point now, I want to add, as long as you know that you are an energetic Biafran, you are, you are strong, you are healthy, you're looking healthy, and you are strong, and you're a young person. Young, what I mean by young, you are strong, you are able-bodied. They see that you have strength. Your white hair, gray hair. That is not what we're talking about. People who are very careful from today. Now that we have given them the mandate to begin to exude some radical ways, they see you as a threat. So if you're an able-bodied, as somebody who is strong and energetic, who is young, be careful from today them to leave our land. They will start coming after you because they know you are a threat. They have been coming after us ferocious. They're going to come out with all kinds of this time around with some kind of understanding. They're going to come out all strong this time around to make sure if they don't get you down now, you're going to come after them. They know that this deadline we have given is very serious. So every Biafran now, wherever you are right now, just like Mazi Nnamdi is saying, that if you're a young man, begin to think of going into the bush, your security, and hiding away from where you'll be endangered. You have to understand that it is you begin away from